look at the questions on page 75. Once again, I want to remind us, let's pay careful attention to those question words. We have got to understand what the questions are asking so that we can find the answer. And where do we find the answer? We've talked about this. You got it. We find it in the reading. So the answers are already there for us. We just want to be good at picking out the answer. So number 1, how do people use the palm tree? How is our question word, so it's going to describe a process, a way. If I say, how do you bake a cake? I'm going to tell you, well, I use these ingredients, I turn on the oven, I mix it all together. I'm describing a process. So how do people use the palm tree? And let's go back to our reading and let's look at that very first paragraph. And it starts to tell us, it says people eat dates, they feed them to their animals, they use the leaves and the wood to build houses, they build boats, they make baskets from the leaves, they burn the other parts of the tree to cook their food. So for number 1, we can have a very long answer to that. Basically, all of the first paragraph is answering that question of how do they use it. It gives us a lot of ways, a lot of processes for them to use the palm tree. You don't have to put every single part of that, but you can give a few sentences. So you can say your answer can include that people eat the dates, that they make baskets from the leaves, and they burn other parts. You can include that, but you do want to include several ways that they use it. So number 1, answer is found in paragraph 1. Number 2, we see an asterisk on that sign, so that means we're not going to be able to find the answer directly. What is the name of the fruit of the palm tree? Well, we know it's a date because we see that there, the date palm. So date is the answer for number 2. Number 3, where did the palm tree come from? So 3, we say our question word is where. Where is asking for what? It's asking for a location or a place. Where were you born? I could say I was born in Louisville, Kentucky. That's a place. So where did the date palm come from? And let's look in that second paragraph. That first sentence gives us the answer. It says the date palm came from the Middle East. So the Middle East is a location, it's a place, and it directly gives us that answer where the date palm came from. So our answer for number 3 should be the Middle East. Number 4, when did Syrians and Egyptians start to eat dates? So for number 4, what's our question word? And that question word is when. So what does when ask about? So when should be asking about a time period. So when did they start to eat the dates? So let's go back. And second paragraph, second sentence tells us 7,000 years ago, people in Syria and Egypt ate dates. So we can see 7,000 years ago is our answer to number 4. And then number 5, how many kinds of palm trees are there? So how many is our question. That's going to be implying a number. How many students are in the class? And then I would give an answer by giving a number. There's 17 students in my class. So for number 5, how many kinds of palm trees are there? Let's go back and remember we're looking for a number. Our answer has to have a number in this. Go down to that third paragraph and we can see that sentence there, the first sentence. There are more than 2,700 kinds of palm trees. So we found our answer. We looked for a number. So our answer then for number 5, more than 2,700. Then let's look at number 6. Why can't most of them grow in the Middle East? So for number 6, what's our question word? So our question word is why. And what does why ask for? When we ask a why question, what are we asking? So we should be asking for an explanation or a purpose, a reason. So, why did you get home so late? If I ask that, I want a reason. Tell me why. Give me an explanation. So why can't most of them grow in the Middle East? And let's see, and we look at that next sentence in paragraph 3. Very directly relates to it. Look at those key words. Once again, we want to be looking at keywords. So a keyword in number 6 is Middle East and grow. And if we look at that sentence, most of them cannot grow in the Middle East. So we have some of our keywords there, because, and because, when we see the word because, mark it, stop and think about it. Because always gives us a reason. So if we're looking for an answer to a why question, when you're looking at the reading, look for sentences that have because in them. That will help you find the answer. So because, and then now we have our answer. It is too dry. So our answer is that it's too dry. Why can't most of them grow in the Middle East? And our answer should be it is too dry there. Number 7, where can we see beautiful old pictures of palm trees? Once again, we have a where question. So a location or a place. And then our keywords in question number 7, if you look at that, if you're looking at 3 key words in question number 7, what would be 3 key words in question number 7? Look at that. Find 3 key words. So by key, I just mean very important. 3 very important words. So 3 key words would be old, pictures, and actually trees. So really kind of 4 palm trees. So let's go down and look at that last paragraph. In the middle of it, it says, today we can see these pictures in art museums. So we're talking about pictures, and what pictures? Pictures of palm trees, if we know. So the where would be answered by art museums. So question number 8 has, once again, the asterisk, which means that we cannot find the answer in the text. And it says, why did Syrians and Egyptians make pictures of palm trees? So think about it. Why would they draw pictures of palm trees? It tells us that they did, but in the text it doesn't tell us why they did. So we need to think of reasons. We need to think of explanations. Why would they draw pictures of it? Any ideas? So one reason that I would put is that it was so important. They used it for a lot of different things. It was a very important tree to them, so they probably wanted to draw lots of pictures of it because it was a source of food and warmth and material for building things. So why I would put, one reason I could think of would be that it was a very important tree to them. And then let's look at number 9. Once again, this answer we're going to have to think of on our own. It says, why do date palms grow in the Middle East? So now we need an explanation for that. So think of the climate, in other words, weather. So climate is another way of saying weather. The climate of the Middle East. Is it rainy? Is it cold? Is it hot? Is it dry? And those of you that are from the Middle East, you should know this answer very well. What is the climate of the Middle East? And then think about, where does the date palm grow very well? And we can see in the date palm grows very well because unlike other palm trees there, it can grow in dry places. So that works for the date palm. The climate works well for the date palm to grow in the Middle East. All right.